Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. One of the things I want to challenge us toward here is to look for experiences and not stances. When we look at the 1% of someone's stance, we tend to assume the 99% of the rest of them and what they think and who they are and what they're like. But the reality is that if we can disregard, not just look past, but almost fully disregard somebody's stated opinion on an issue, it means that we can get to the 99% of them. Look for the experiences that are behind the stance, because the stance probably doesn't sum it up very well. And that is something that is called empathy. When we look for those experiences, it means feeling with people instead of just for people. It is literally carrying someone's burden as your own, choosing to make their problem my problem. It builds bridges, and it even earns you the right to talk later. And the thing that can be hard about it is that I might be called, in order to fulfill the law of Christ, to carry somebody's burden, even though I don't statistically or factually agree with what they call their burden. Even if it means that I have a logical way of explaining away their perceived burden, it is still their perceived and very real burden. And so when we train ourselves to look for experiences and not stances, it means that we can disregard the part that we disagree with in order to care for and carry the burden that is very real to a person and that would actually show them the love that Jesus loves us with. And that is what we're called to do. It's having, again, empathy. It's me seeing your situation, not from my perspective, but your situation from your perspective. There's some other videos that I want you to watch, one by Brene Brown about empathy versus sympathy, and then another one by Simon Sinek as well. They're just so good. Empathy is not the answer to all the problems in the world, but when it comes to carrying each other's burdens, it's not an answer. It is literally what Paul calls us to do in that verse. And he says it's as important as the law of Christ. It is what we do as fellow Christians. And so that is why we have to focus in there first by looking for experiences before stances.